If you're running a managed service provider, listen up, because there's a really good chance you've got a silent profit killer just hiding in plain sight. I'm talking about unbilled software licenses. Today, we're not just going to talk about the problem, we're going to walk through a powerful AI-driven way to solve it for good. Okay, so let's just dive right in. I want to ask every single MSP owner listening to this a very direct question. Are you 100% certain your profits aren't just silently leaking away month after month after month? You might feel like you've got a pretty good handle on things, but trust me, the data often tells a shockingly different story. And that story really comes down to this number. Industry analysis shows pretty consistently that the average MSP fails to bill for somewhere between 8 to 12% of the software licenses they buy for their clients. And let's be totally clear here, this isn't just some minor clerical error. This is a huge, recurring hole in the bottom of your financial boat. So, let's make this real. Let's pull this abstract percentage out of the clouds and actually see what this hidden profit leak looks like on the ground for a typical MSP. So, let's meet our example company for today. We'll call them Tech Solutions MSP. They're a good, solid provider, they're growing, they're busy putting out fires and keeping their clients happy. Sound familiar? Probably sounds a lot like your own company. And on the surface, they think their billing is completely under control.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. When we actually peek under the hood of their finances, we find this slow bleed. They're losing $900 every single month on Microsoft 365 seats, another $150 on antivirus licenses, and over $200 on backup software. It all adds up to more than $1,200 of pure profit just gone every single month.
And this, right here, shows you the devastating power of compounding. That monthly leak, which might seem sort of manageable, well, it snowballs into over $15,000 in lost profit every year. Just let that sink in for a second. That's cash that could have paid for a new technician, a big marketing push, or some seriously nice team bonuses. It just vanished. So, the big question is, why does this even happen? I bet you're thinking, hold on, wouldn't my accounting software catch this? And that question, right there, gets to the absolute heart of the problem. Let's take a look at why the standard tools are failing MSPs. This slide is so important for understanding the issue. See, your standard accounting platform like Quickbooks, it gives you one big number, software licenses expense. It's great at telling you what you spent, but it has this enormous blind spot. It can't answer the questions that actually matter for your profitability, like, are all of these licenses actually being billed out? What's our real margin per client or per service? Your accounting system knows the total cost, sure, but it's completely blind to the profit leakage that's happening inside that number.
Okay, we've stared into the dark abyss of the problem long enough. Let's pivot. Let's talk about the good stuff, the AI-powered solution that plugs this leak and does it permanently. The solution is this really powerful one-two punch. First, you start with a smarter, more detailed QuickBooks configuration that's actually designed for how MSPs work. Then, you layer Claude AI right on top to act as this super intelligent automated auditor. And the key here is you're not replacing your tools, you're making them infinitely smarter.
All right, let's see how this system actually works with a scenario that I guarantee happens to you all the time. Your client, let's call them ABC Corporation, they hire 10 new people. The ticket comes in, your tech team spins up 10 new M365 seats, 10 new antivirus licenses, and everybody gets back to their day. Just another Tuesday, right?
But somewhere in that shuffle, the recurring invoice for ABC Corp never gets updated. And here is the hidden cost of that tiny little oversight. You are now losing $380 in revenue that month. And if that goes unnoticed for a year, which, let's be honest, it often does, that's over $4,500 in pure profit just gone from a single, super common client change. And this is the magic moment. The old way? Well, maybe you catch this error in a quarterly review, maybe an annual one, but only after months of bleeding cash. The new way? The AI sees the difference between your license count and your recurring invoice instantly. You don't get a report a month from now. You get an immediate alert. Bam! Variance detected. And it knows exactly what's wrong. 10 unbilled seats.
But here's where it goes from cool to truly powerful. The AI isn't just a watchdog that barks at problems. It's an action taker. It doesn't just flag the problem and leave it for you to fix later. No, it automatically updates the recurring invoice in QuickBooks to the correct amount, then it generates a one-time catch-up invoice for the money you missed, and it pings the account manager to let them know. The problem isn't just found, it's solved, instantly.
So, you can see, this system doesn't just fix a small billing error. It fundamentally changes your financial footing.
So let's look at the real-world impact this path to profit actually has on your bottom line.
I mean, this visual basically tells the whole story. Before AI, the total annual cost of mismanaging these licenses, and that includes both the lost profit and the frustrating staff hours spent hunting these things down, it's a staggering $33,000 for our example MSP. After you implement this AI solution, that cost just plummets to a little over $5,000.
Let's just put a very fine point on that. That's a net annual benefit of $27,700. This isn't some projected revenue or a what-if opportunity. This is pure, tangible profit that was vanishing into thin air, and now it's dropped directly back into your business.
Now, for anyone who's actually running the business, this is the number that should make you sit up and really pay attention. The return on investment here is over 5,000%. Seriously, think about any other project you could fund right now. Could any of them give you this kind of immediate, massive, and recurring financial return? It's pretty hard to beat.
So we'll just leave you with this question to think about. What would you do with an extra, say, $27,700 in annual profit? Would you invest it back into growth, reward your incredible team, maybe finally take that long overdue vacation? You see, an AI-powered solution like this doesn't just fix a billing problem. It reclaims the resources you need to build the future of your business.